What's up, guys? It's Chi-Town Production, and today's going to be the first video of this channel, and it's going to be a preview for the Chicago Bears versus the Minnesota Vikings game. The Minnesota Vikings are currently 3-5, and the Chicago Bears are 5-4, and this game is mainly going to depend on which team can score and which team can prevail on the defensive end. One change that we're going to be having for this game is that Matt Nagy is going to be stepping down as the offensive coordinator for this game, and Bill Lazor is going to be the offensive coordinator, and he's going to be the one calling the plays. Bill Lazor does have experience as the offensive coordinator. He was the offensive coordinator for the Miami Dolphins for a previous time, and he really excelled on the Miami Dolphins as the offensive coordinator. Matt Nagy's thing is he's a really good offensive coordinator, but he needs a really good offensive line, and the Bears do not have that with his trick plays that he always pulls out of his sleeves. It's just something that doesn't fit for our team and our quarterback with Nick Foles at quarterback, because Nick Foles has been getting pressured a lot, and he's been getting sacked, and he hasn't been able to avoid the sacks at all. So with that being said, with the new offensive coordinator being in place, maybe we might see more plays to Allen Robinson and Darnell Mooney and Anthony Miller in the flex, and maybe we might see our running backs get more involved, but right now David Montgomery's hurt. So we will be having Lamar Miller and Artis as the backups and the starters for this game. This game is going to come down to whether or not we can put the ball in the end zone. And with the Atlanta game, Nick Foles really showed a promising touchdown ratio whenever he was in the red zone. But ever since that, we haven't been able to score the ball unless it was garbage time and he just threw it up. But we really need to score to win. Our defense can't handle everything that we go through, even though we're going up against a mediocre offense, mediocre to garbage offense. We're still going to be having a tough task to score the ball, especially with no David Montgomery. Allen Robinson is questionable, but I'm pretty sure he's going to play today. But yeah, Nick Foles has to be able to find his weapons in the end zone, has to be able to find Jimmy Graham somewhere, just needs to throw it up and put the ball in the end zone to give us an opportunity to score. And with this new play calling that we have with Bill Lazor, I really see more opportunities to Jimmy Graham and Allen Robinson in the end zone, one-on-one opportunities that we didn't see with Matt Nagy, because Matt Nagy was more of a I'm going to do a trick play kind of a guy, and not a I'm going to get the end zone just like an old school kind of a touchdown. But you never know what will happen, especially with our offensive line not looking too promising. We might get Cody Whitehair activated before the game starts. We might not. We'll see what happens there. And then Alex Bars would move to right tackle or right guard. And then that'll change the outset for the whole game maybe. But with Lamar Miller being activated from the practice squad, that shows that we don't have that much of a running back depth for this game. And that with Lamar Miller, he had 4 1,000-yard rushing seasons, and he was really promising with the Texans. And if he can translate that, he'll be a David Montgomery kind of a back for us, just a little bit older, and he can handle the tasks for the time being that we don't have him in the lineup, and then he can maybe score those touchdowns. Last but not least, this game is going to come down to our defense. Our defense has been really good for the past few years, but this year it has been slacking a little bit, except for last game. Last game we did pretty good against really good offense of the Titans, and we stopped Derrick Henry a lot. Hopefully that can translate to a running back like Dalvin Cook. Their game is very different, especially with how Derrick Henry runs through the middle. Dalvin Cook likes to go to the ends, and he's a good receiving back. But we'll see what happens this game, especially with no injuries this time coming around. And Roquan Smith has been playing like a Pro Bowler this season. And Danny Trevathan really showed up last game. It was really promising to see him show up because he hasn't been playing that good this season. I just really hope that Akeem Hicks in the front line can get it done, because if we don't stop Dalvin Cook, it's going to be really hard to stop their offense. If we can stop Dalvin Cook, they won't score this game, especially with Kirk Cousins being their quarterback. That just shows how much they need Dalvin Cook to be productive for them to win. Because you can see the last few games, Dalvin Cook has been going off, and they've been winning every single one of those games. So if we can't stop Dalvin Cook, it's going to be a very scary sight for us, and we're going to need to hope for a lot of production on the offensive side, especially with Dalvin Cook just running all over us. But if we can stop Dalvin Cook a lot, then that'll really help our offense, and it'll help our offense be able to get better schemes and get in the end zone, in the red zone easily. And with that, We're going to come down to the final predictions for this game, and these are my predictions. My final game predictions are going to be Bears 20 to Vikings 13. I really think our defense is going to be able to stop Dalvin Cook a little bit, and our offense will feed off that, and I have us winning this game. That'll be all for this video. Go Bears.